Hello everyone, my name is Sabine. I'm the Community Engagement Officer at Timberland District Healthcare Service, and a very warm welcome to our June newsletter. You would have noticed the last months that I've been joined by different colleagues of mine just to put a face to the name as well, and also help me highlight some of the awareness months or events this month. And I'm joined by Casey, our dietitian this month. Welcome, Casey.
Thank you.
Casey, a lot of people in the community might know your face and know you, but just for those that don't, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Sure. So yes, I am local to the community. I grew up just outside of Timboon on a dairy farm and went to Timboon School before I went down and studied in Geelong and Melbourne, and then was lucky enough to get a job back here straight after my studies, and I've been working in some local health centres for the last 7 years or so, and just come back from maternity leave, and now here at Timboon, have been here since March, and I'm working on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is really great. And my main role here is to work one-on-one with consumers, so do a lot of outpatient services and also inpatients, so working with the acute inpatients and also our aged care residents. And my main role as the dietitian is to work with people around their diet and different conditions and the lifestyles that they have. So yeah, I work with a range of different conditions from IBS to heart disease, diabetes, children, introducing solids, helping people through cancer treatments, lots and lots of different things. So yeah, I'm really enjoying my time here so far.
Yeah, because we don't really always realise that diet is involved with a lot of different illnesses or things that we might not know. So, for instance, Bowel Cancer Awareness Month is in June.
Yes.
And there is a strong link between diet and bowel cancer, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. So we know that eating diets that are high in lots of fruits and vegetables, legumes, whole grains, breads and cereals, those sorts of things are really beneficial in preventing those sorts of cancers. And we also know that sort of reducing our intake in some of our red meats and also our processed type foods is really important for reducing risk of bowel cancer. And I think the other thing that people don't often know is that dietitians are really vital in people going through cancer treatment. So when we are, people having a surgery for bowel cancer, maybe dietitians play a huge role in helping them through and after surgery, and what sort of foods that they can eat post-surgery. I think dietitians also play a great role in other types of cancer as well, and managing treatment, so nausea and vomiting, poor appetite, those sorts of things. So they're all sort of things that we can help out with.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? I would have never known that as well. So.
Yeah.
So Migraine Awareness Month is migraines are another thing that can help or can be caused by diets as well.
Yeah.
I'm a migraine sufferer, although it's hormonal, but in looking at it, I can see there's some food triggers or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm actually a migraine sufferer myself, and I think migraines are one of those things that are really under-researched and quite undervalued and can be very debilitating. So I know myself, I don't have the food triggers, but my family definitely do. And some of the common food triggers are things like caffeine and also chocolate, and dehydration is a really big one as well. So, if you're suffering from migraines, it's really important for any illness that we make sure that we eat a really healthy, well-balanced diet to help us recover, but also staying hydrated is really important. So trying to aim for those 8 glasses of water per day to prevent a migraine, but also to help in the recovery. And because migraines are so debilitating, I think it's really important that our loved ones or that our families, the people around us, can help those people that are suffering migraines, with meals, and encouraging them to drink lots of water and that sort of thing is really important as well.
Yeah, because you often forget that, and you might not feel thirsty.
That's right.
And I'm a very bad water drinker, but I do not drink enough water. But it is very important to keep that up too.
And just some tips to get your water content in. So what I most commonly recommend to people is to try and have a glass of water with each meal and each snack that they have throughout the day. So if you're having 3 meals, if you're having a couple of snacks or a supper before bed, those sorts of things, if you compare that with a glass of water each time, you're going to get about 5 or 6 glasses in just by doing that. So it's a really easy, simple habit to get yourself into, is to having a glass of water every time you have a meal or something to eat.
Yeah, that's a good tip. I'll try that one, because that gets you to the 8 glasses quite quickly. If you
that's right.
Have a couple of meals a day.
Yeah.
And another thing that is on this June is Men's Health Week. They always talk about the awarenesses with regards to specifically men's health, and the common cause or the big cause of death with men is still heart disease. So diet is, very important for that as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so important. So a lot of the time, I think when we talk about diet, we think about the things that we need to avoid, whereas with heart health, it's so important to include all those healthy fats in your diet. So lots of nuts and seeds, olive oil, fatty fish like tuna, salmon, avocado, all those sorts of things are really important healthy fats that are great for our heart health. The other things are to avoid some of those saturated fats that we commonly have in our diet. So those are the fats that cause our cholesterol to increase, and that's what causes the blockages of our arteries. So if we can decrease that sort of fat as much as possible, that can help as well. So we're talking about the fat that we find in red meat, in chicken, those sorts of things, in our dairy products, and also a lot of our processed foods contain a lot of saturated fat. So if we can have lots of healthy fats and try and decrease those saturated fats, that can really help with our heart health and keeping our cholesterol down.
Yep. Yeah. Well, great. That's great advice. And great to know. Anything else that you would like the community to know about, diet, what a dietitian does? Because, there's a lot involved there.
Yeah. So I think a lot of the time people would assume that a dietitian is mainly working with people for weight loss, and that's sort of where we get put in a box that's our main role. But I think it's important that people know that we do a wide range of things, and if you are skeptical to see a dietitian, please know that definitely can help you with diet and not be as concerned with body size or losing weight and that sort of thing. So if you are interested, or you want to clarify some information that you've heard, or you've got a condition that you think diet is related to and you need some help, please reach out and make an appointment to see me. You don't need a referral here from your GP. We accept those as well, but if you would just like to self-refer, you're more than welcome to call the reception and book an appointment that way, touch base with me there. So I'm really looking forward to getting more of our community members in and meeting more people. Like I said, I'm here on a Tuesday and a Thursday, so I'd love to see more of you come through the doors.
Yeah, well, that's great to know. It's great advice as well. And yes, if you would like to have a chat to Casey about diet, or something that you're thinking about, or with regards to diet, please contact our reception on 555 6000, and they'll book you in for an appointment. Thank you so much, Casey, for highlighting these important healthcare events, and for explaining a bit more about your dietitian job and joining me. Now, I'd like to point out another very important day on June the 15th. It's World Elder Abuse Day, and it's recognised as a United Nations Day. It's a day all about recognising the mistreatment of older people wherever they live, and to highlight the need for appropriate action and the importance they play in our society. Older members of a family and in our community bring wisdom, calm, dependability and unconditional love that frame the views of the broader family and shape the future of the younger generation. They've got a lot of knowledge. They have care and kindness, and so we need to recognise that they are a very important part of our community, and they're a carer, they're a teacher, they're a mentor, a hero, a friend and a guide. So it's very important to highlight the important role they play in our community. So I just wanted to do that. So thank you again, Casey,
No worries.
for helping me.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. And thank you very much to our wonderful community for joining us. Again, take care of yourself and each other. We do that anyway, but I always want to point that out. We are a very caring community and very resilient community. So stay safe and take care as we work together for a healthy community. Thank you.